there are a lot of things that you should never say to a narcissist. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we should never really say anything to somebody highly narcissistic, but this is a list of phrases that you definitely should avoid saying to somebody like this at all costs. Number 1, this really doesn't need to be a competition. Well, it absolutely is a competition for a fragile ego-having little narcissist. You're either the best at something or you suck, and there's absolutely no in between because that's just the way narcs think. It's black, white, up, down, and there's no in between. Narcs get ridiculously annoying about who wins and who loses. Those people that you can't stand who keep score and make sure that they write their name on 6 of the 12 eggs in the refrigerator, that's these people right here. No matter how many times you try to tell a narc that there's no need to keep score, there's no reason to be so competitive, especially about mundane things, the narcissist needs to win, trust me, no matter how small. However, once you know this about the narcissist, you can be the adult and decide to just sit back and, quote unquote, let the narcissist win. There's no reason to care about these scores that don't matter. This will sometimes lighten them up, but whether they knock it off or they don't, there's no need to tell them not to be competitive. This is just the way someone with a fragile, frail ego needs to behave. They need every single win they can possibly get their grubby little paws on. Number 2, just a reminder, you are not the victim here. Yes, yes, again, the narcissist will absolutely sit in their little victim mentality, their little victim narrative, and they absolutely will always feel like they are the victim. They are exceptional at playing this role and conducting this narrative. Narcs really do feel as if someone or something has wronged them pretty much every step of the way. Narcs are so easy to offend and so easy to upset. I mean, I'm sure I don't have to tell you that, survivor. When the ego gets tapped, when something happens and they get hurt, they fall immediately into that victim narrative. There is no point in telling somebody highly narcissistic that they should really cool out on playing the victim all the time. This disorder has a very high level of just delusions of grandeur, delusional thinking, and this is where the narcissist feels nice and comfy, and this is where they live, in the delusion that they are the wronged little victim-y underdog. So there's no point in telling them not to feel this way. They are always going to come from this point of view. Number 3, there is no reason why you need to be a bully right now. We've all been bullied by one of these grown-ass children. You have, I have, and everybody who's not us, especially when they don't get their way about something. They want something, and for whatever reason, which is within your right, you refuse, and boom, it's off to the races, and you begin to get bullied. You begin to be guilt-tripped, you're insulted, as the narc gets angrier and angrier. You get the basic insults, you're selfish, and you don't love me, you don't care about me. If you really cared about me, you would do what I want. The whole thing, I promise you, is super mature as they have this little outburst. The narcissist could not care less if they're threatening you, bullying you. Honestly, they don't care if they're hurting your feelings. They don't understand and they don't care. They want what they want and you're not giving it. So now you're going to be punished and you're going to be bullied. You will pay for not coughing up whatever it is that they want. If you'd like to talk with me one-on-one about what you're going through with a narcissist, you can text, call, email, or visit my website for information on how to do just that. It's on the screen for you now, and it's also listed for your convenience down in the video description. Number 4, this isn't anyone's fault except yours. Yeah, no, don't go down this road, survivor. Please don't go down this road. Yes, we know it's their fault. We know most things are at least partly their fault. You know it, I know it. Don't ever say this. There is nothing constructive that comes out of this. The narcissist needs to see themselves as always right, always winning, always flawless. They can never do anything wrong. Blame shifting is how they get all their garbage blamed on someone else, and they stay free and clear from having to feel bad about anything or taking any kind of accountability. Number 5, you never listen to me. Don't say this. Don't say this. The narcissist is fully aware that they don't listen to you. This is where I have to give one of those harsh doses of truth. They know. They do not care. They wait for the noise coming out of your face to stop so that they can talk again. Listening to you would be acknowledging you, would be maybe taking you into consideration. So, yeah, no. Survivor, a narcissist is not here for you. You, I guess, didn't understand the deal. They need and you give. That's what this is about. What it's not about for sure is you. I remember reading an article one time that said this was very ineffective, of course, as I'm sharing with you now. But then the article suggested that you ask the narcissist if you can talk to them or if you can tell them about something. Could I tell you about my day? And then maybe they would realize that it was important for them to listen to you. Now, I'm not saying you can't go to this person and say, hey, is it cool if I tell you about my day? Chances are they're going to look at you and maybe go, okay. Why are you asking me, weirdo? And here's the thing, whether they say yes or no, it doesn't matter. Whether you say or you ask or whatever, they're tuning out. They're not hearing you. They don't care. You blah, blah, blah. No, that's it. They're not here for you. They're not here for you to talk about what's wrong with you or good things or bad things. Yeah, they know they don't listen. This is how a narcissists, like, this is their show. It's about them. The last thing they're here for is you. Number 6, believe it or not, this actually isn't all about you. Oh, yes, it is. The most classic phrase that you can probably say to someone narcissistic, but you shouldn't. I mean, that is the theme of the video, isn't it? This is a competition. They don't listen to you. They are absolutely the victim. It is all about them. That is literally what this is all about. Pointing out all these things just doesn't do anything but make a narcissist very upset, defensive. They can possibly get quite destructive, starting fights, hurling insults, getting hostile. There's just no reason for it. Again, they are not going to take this criticism even as constructively as you could give it. They are not going to take this with kindness in a lighthearted way and say, you know what, maybe I do need to work on this. Again, if they were capable of that, we would not be here right now. I only listed a few things that just are not a good idea to say. But do you know any more? Because I'm positive you, survivor, know other things you should never, ever say to a narcissist. So share those with me down in the comments below. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, survivor, and take care of yourself.